day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to Silksong. Today we are... well, I'm not exactly sure what I need to do today, but you know what? For the sake of it, let's go ahead and head on over to the Forge sister, I can't remember what she was called, and see what she has to say to us. Now, and in the meanwhile, I can try and work out if there's any other places I need to go to, really. I feel I should check on the fleas, but I kind of want that flea before I do, and in order to get that flea, I need whatever allows me to jump straight upwards is. The guy in the wormways can't possibly be dead, right? Come on, Jeffrey! We're heading to the deep docks. Well, according to the map, I think I need to come and talk to the Forge sister over here. Hello! Forge daughter, these black quakes that now rack your lands, I am seeking to see them quelled at their source, below the lakes of flame. You wish to descend so deep, pointy bug. It is true these docks possess a craft capable. Alas, we ourselves cannot help. Whether for Loom's health or fall, our charge ties us to this forge, always. Oh, it's Forge daughter, not Forge sister. Ballo, there's the bug to ask, and if our fate is as dire as your action suggests, we are sure he is only needing of some quick convincing.
That's fine.
Forge daughter, within an old weaver nest I discovered a weapon. Though much damaged by age, I believe your skills could see it restored. Oh, an impressive tool that, and a fine challenge. We can reforge the weapon if the price fits. Okay. Well, I was told I need to go to Mount Fae in order to find that. Actually, I need to go to Mount Fae, don't I? Alright, Barlow. Sir, I have need to head below the Lake of Flames. There is a diving bell at the base of this structure that seemed fit for the task. I require it opened and an operator to send it deep. As one of the few upon these docks with mind still sound, that role must fall to you. Can't you see I'm busy, miss? Ain't got time for naught else whilst the shoveling needs doing. Choose to aid me or all your efforts will soon be wasted. This kingdom crumbles. Its collapse is inevitable. If you wish your work and your life to continue, you must help me now. Griff. So it's gotten that bad, eh? I guess, if that's how it is, I'll be your bug. Meet me below at the diving bell. We'll see if I can get you ready for the drop. Fair, fair. Oh, it's interesting to note then that the Forge brothers were actually a required boss, or at least for Act 3. Right. Deep down we go. If I can remember the true and proper way. Which I'm pretty sure is just a straight line here. An old diving door. Okay. I'm here. Oh, hello. There's a passage up here now. Hello. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name already. Ballo! Oi, miss. How's all this, then? A lot of dials to be tracked, but at least the controls seem in good order. From here I can guide your bell down, best by any bug. Then you've no prior experience to this type of transport? No one does, miss. Thems who used to die were all long dead, or cursed to half-life. Ain't but no bug left alive's been brave or stupid enough to try. Till now, at least. I'll work it best I can. Can't do much more, I'm afraid. At least the fortunes of these docks were built to last. Now we've only got to pray they hold for you. Here's the key that'll see you inside its metal belly. Pop in there once you're feeling good and ready. In the meantime, I'll go I'll get to seeing things set up here. Pop inside the tavern bell once you're feeling good and ready. In the meantime, I'll get to my job here. Is that really it? I thought there might be a little bit more of a quest period to do whatever we might need to do to get to the bell. If that's the case, if that's the case, I feel that at the very least, I should go find the thing in Mount Fay. That's what I'm trying to say. God, how long did it take me to say that? So, there is something here in Mount Fay I am looking for. Something tells me it's along, like, this area here. So, that's what I need to search. So, if I am to start anywhere, I think I am going to start right here where the bench was. Because the bench can then let us move down. So, do I think it in the upper area or the lower area? Well, if it's going to be anywhere, it's clearly going to be this upper region here. So it's not in this bottom corridor at the very least, it looks like. Although it looks like if I want to go up the other way, I need to go a different way. Thank you, Hornet. I love it when you turn the wrong fucking direction for no fucking reason. Because if I move too quickly, I take damage. If I don't move at all, I turn the other way, meaning she then takes another 10 seconds in order to turn back, which point we've already bypassed that thingamajig. You're still here? What do you want to say? A mighty battle we had, my friend. Time now you go get to your important business. I'll be wishing for your success. Don't fall asleep immediately. Where am I, and what is it I am looking for? I have not turned on the compass once this game, and I do not feel I should be inclined to do so now. Then again, it's not like I have any bloody clue in the world as to where the heck I am actually going. So, I think this is the way up to the Mask Keeper, isn't it? Yeah, the Mask... It was the Mask Keeper... It was Mask something. I'm pretty sure for that dude up there. Where the bloody heck am I meant to be going to find whatever this place is? Well, now all I am is back where I started all this nonsense. There is a hidden workbench somewhere, I am told. And I see this looks different. Where am I? Well, this looks weaverish, so... Take. Memory crystal. Where's the workbench? What? Memory crystal. Reflective stone with mnemonic properties. When taking damage, a memory crystal... when taking damage, a memory of the bearer is formed of crystal. The memory will shatter into sharp spines if enemies come in contact with it. Oh. So, completely pointless to what I'm trying to find. You know, I don't like doing this, but I feel like this is one of those things I have to look up because this just doesn't seem to be anywhere. And this place is a hellhole to try and explore, because it's basically one way, for the most part. Okay, so, to do as little cheating as possible, I just looked up the map of the area. And according to the map of the area, the thing that I'm looking for is right there. Right up above me. So I need whatever ability it is that lets me jump up in a massive fucking straight line to be able to get that thing, which means it's not happening anytime soon. And then I need to remember I can actually just call Jeffrey by doing the Jeffrey things. I guess the question left is, what else can I do? And the answer to which is I have no clue, so let's go to the deep docks and continue that, because that seems like the only option available to me right this second. First, like, 15, 20 minutes of this episode spent doing nothing but wasting time jumping around a random-ass mountain trying to find a thing I can't even get to. Good God. So purely for the sake of interest, give me this memory crystal and tell me how it works. Or, rather better yet, show me how it works. So it doesn't trigger if I avoid damage from... So from everything I just saw, it does no damage whatsoever and is a complete waste of time. Glad we got that out the way. You know what? I'm going to pick the Weave Light. And then get my cross stitch on. Because... namely... with the Weave Light... I can at least just summon wisps all the time. Also, the Weave Light does allow me to just use silk skills. Freely. Which I admit... I thought they cost 5 silk, not 4. Well, either way, let's open up the diving bell and go see what's down below. Let me in. Speak. Sir, I wish to depart. Please ready the bell for travel. Sure thing, miss. Sit on the bench and I'll send you down. I need a moment, sir. Please unlock the bell that I may exit. Seeing some sense? Can't blame you. If you're thinking I'm backing out, it's a mad hope that old bell will even survive the trip. You know what? Open up. Let's go. Strap up, Hornet! We're heading down below! Now my question is, how is this place not flooding with lava, considering we had a thing that allowed us to speak to people? I'm gonna guess it didn't survive? Stake overwhelm retrievable. Hi, Hornet. What's this? Sir, if you can hear me, there was an accident during the descent. In this broken state, the bell is unfit for travel. Retrieve it if you may, but I shall not return with it within. Stick retrieve able. Alright. I am somewhere. Right, no up it ori is. Objective updated. Reach the source of the black threads within the abyss below. Alright. Well, this is literally the abyss. It reminds me of the abyss in the last game, so... I guess we'll start by heading left. The abyss. I hadn't guessed. And that there is some sort of leech thingamajig. Oh, goody. Why am I... not surprised there are things like leeches in this place. Why are you an enemy that summons fucking enemies? That's a boss mechanic, not a fucking generic piece of crap enemy. Okay. Big thing on top is dead. Let's see what is on the other side of it. Some sort of pathway. I have no idea if this is the same pathway I would have taken otherwise, or a completely different one. What's down along this path? A doorway. Okay. It is filled with spikes. Because isn't everything? It would help, Hornet, if when I click the down button, you do a downward attack. It would also help if you could get enough height to be able to actually, you know, make it across. Which, more than anything, makes me bring into question the entire logistics of this entire platforming puzzle. Like, what the fuck am I meant to do there? I lose more height than I would otherwise gain, making it fucking impossible. Hooray. Love it when it gives me a challenge and then just says, fuck you. Just as much as when I come down a place and then there's no way fucking back. Hoorah. I do not like the ocean of soul of void crap. I will go the other way. And then the game can... proceed to try and one-shot me, apparently. This had better be something actually genuinely useful after what I went for it. Erase our fear. Eliminate our desire. To suffer no void cleanse us. I entered this stupid place. For that. Not sure what I expect anymore. Not sure what I expect. Other than the void clearly not being happy, which is not a surprise. Because when is it ever? What have you got to say? A rune depicting the abyss. Take the map. Yes, please! How convenient that someone made a map of literal hell. Here you lie, monarch, sunk so deep, yet you cling to life. Would you let your lands be choked black, just to protect just her? Spider dear, what a delight to have you visit! It is oh so lonely here at the bottom of the world. I cannot share your mirth, child. Your small rebellion above now causes this kingdom's collapse. Letting you live was my rebellion, Spider. I've denied my mother your silken strength. I've won. She can thrash and waste and know her pathetic, broken child caused the mortal wound. Rejoice, and let it all come down.
No, Finistra.
I will not. I have already stood the sentinel for one dying land. That role I will never play again. While I live and possess the strength to resist, this kingdom and the bugs within it shall not fall. Spider, Spider, what a marvelous specimen you are! You fight and fight, heedless as the world crumbles around you. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you'll be vainly swinging your blade.
That's fine.
There may still be a way to prevent that fate. I will claim the hidden power, the bloom that repels the dark. Those snails share some fault in the snare, and their callous use of the void. They shall help me now to seek its counter. I will return, child, when I bear the strength to dive below, and cut this land finally free of your mother's grasp. Escape the abyss. So, the void, the void, the void. Land of the abyss. And land of hell. You know what to expect from it. And I especially don't know how to navigate it. At least I have the ability to see hidden walls, for the most part. I am sorry, where the hell do I go from here? If you are expecting to bounce off that thing, you can royally fuck off. No, it wasn't. It was just being an obstacle. Okay. A weaver nest. Somehow not surprising. From everything we know about the goddamn spiders. Weaver nest abyssalon. Appropriate name. What's this say? A rune depicting the void given form. I'm sorry, what? Void tendrils, lashing fragments of pure darkness shaped into sharpened tentacles. The void that will claim all things. In the barbed forms it chooses its nature can be seen clear. Fair enough. There seems to be a pit of no return. And here seems to be a pit of no return. Glad we're keeping up with the theme. Really? Alright, well at least this pit of no return might hopefully lead somewhere. I wonder why it chooses to be some tendril creature. Hello. Who are you? Daughter of a distant land, we who have waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. What do we get this time? What's there left to get? Silksong. Hold down and press L2. Fling the needle upwards and launch to tremendous heights. You know what? Right. You know what? I appreciate it. At least now I know there was one of those abilities. I mean, I assumed there was, but... Farsight. What's that? Farsight. Retracted Weaver surveillance instrument. Once assembled, the device will allow observation over vast different distances. The Farsight can be assembled at home. Okay. I am assuming now I need to go back. Right. So we're going to look at the map. Yep, looks about right. Okay. So, when I said there was a point of no return, we now have a point of return. And I think I've also figured out what the heck I am meant to do over here as well. Interesting. What are you? Arcane egg. Arcane egg? Black stone egg formed before the birth of Tharloom. A relic of the ancient past, highly prized by collectors of historical items. Well, I'm glad we got a souvenir! One can now only wonder how much that thing is worth. You know what? I've grown attached to the reserve bind. Ah. Was the bell pulled up? Well, now I clearly have to work out what was over here, and it's just shards. Well, I'm now going to guess that I just look up here, fling up a nail, and go, whee! Oh, and looking at that, that's where the lava is. Okay. Lots of silk, thank you. Can I have one more hit worth? Okay, I discovered this wall by accident, thanks to that little thing coming out and being a little pest. So come on, Timothy. Let's see. What is down here? And what we can expect from it. Hello. In silence, your voice. In darkness, your form. We hire who see you seeking. Our shells yearn for your embrace. Allow me to actually exit from the way I am clearly meant to exit. I admit I did not see those spikes right then. So, where are we, and where are we going, and... Ow. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, if you're just gonna spawn me back to the bench at the end of each one of these, I'm just going to sit at the bench every single time. No point wasting health, you know? You have chosen an oddly very high wall for what is a requirement to get out of here. Might I just state that? Oh. You're gonna blow and create me an updraft. Okay, you have decided the player has to go through a literal hellscape gauntlet in order to get out for some reason. Can I please, for the love of all that is holy, please just be allowed to leave? I don't think a gauntlet is fucking required in order for me to just fucking leave. Like, what is the purpose to this? What is the fucking purpose to making me suffer through this? And why am I now... Are you doing this kind of explosion sequence? This had better be enough for me to bloody heal with. It is. Good. It's a good thing I have some old-fashioned experience with... Oh, we're still going! I thought that was the end of it! Adamantly do not like this. This is hell. This should not be a thing. I am sorry, but as much as I think you want to enjoy the atmospheric scape and all that crap, this is kind of a bit much. Especially a bit much. When I'm not given a chance to go down the opposite end in order to learn it, and I'm using a Silk Eater because I don't want to lose my stuff here. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't just suddenly start the sequence immediately. I'm still in the fucking menu! Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, let me up. I'm at least glad you decide, hey, we're gonna pause the player here while they just, you know, figure out they need to do what they need to do and charge up their silk ability right there. So, thank you for that. I admit that sequence was cool. I don't deny it was cool. A bit over-excessive in every regard, but cool all the same. Where the heck am I? There. But who cares? We're done! We did it! Where do we think Barlow is? I'm gonna assume he's back with the Forge Sister, so we can go tell him what happened. Oh no, Barlow isn't here. Okay, hold on. Well, you're still alive. You have proved yourself made of the hardiest stuff, Pointy Bug. Barlow did tell, shamefully, of the complications with your diving bell, and of your absence upon its retrieval. He had feared you lost to the flame, but we ourselves had slight guessed otherwise. To return from below proved as difficult a climb as I have ever faced, and yet in time near I will need to descend again. Then twice mad you are, Bug, or brave beyond measure. We shall wish on your continued survival, even if you seem intent on ending it. Stay safe, Forge Daughter. If I require your aid, I shall return. Our wishes go with you, Pointy Bug. Calm the raging of our worlds, that our task may continue. Yeah, okay. In that case, I want to go see Barlow. I want to see what he's got to say. Hello, Barlow. Miss! Hello. I see you survived. Somehow. Thought that drop must have been your end. It was not. I survived the fall and managed a treacherous return. For the diving bell's failure, the risks were clear to me. The fault lies not with you. Aye, as you say, this bell's old, and time has a way of breaking things, even as fine forged as this. And you can see here, for its failure, I've already been working at improving the design. Ended up being a useful test. Good. That return path is now closed to me, and your bell may still be needed if I choose to descend again. Again? Well, if you're game enough to try a second time, once this new shield shell is fitted, it'll surely withstand the drop. Surely. The diving bell will be ready soon, miss. Once this newly shield shell is fitted, it'll withstand the drop. Surely. He sounds so confident in his work. If now we need to go see the snails, that is fine. However, I believe there are a couple of other things I wish to do first. Jeffrey! It is good to see you. Take me to the Grand Bellway. Next we come here to the high halls, which do not look like they're in a particularly good state. Oh god, they are definitely not in a good state. You know what? For the sake of interest, this guy was alive before. Is he still? Timothy's! Goodbye. Yes. Tell me. Is this guy still alive then, or... No. No, he is not. Rune harp. Old weaver recording instrument strung with silk runes. The faded runes hold a weaver's words from ages gone. A relic of Farloom's past, interesting for historical collectors. Fair enough. Granted, that wasn't the reason I came here, it was just a side objective. The reason I came here is obviously because we know there is that right there, which we hear. I love how it gives me some silk to indicate, yeah, this is what you need to do. Whee! I love how you're just sleeping as well. Like, you're not even actively at threat. You know what? While I'm here, I might as well go to the first shrine, see if they've got any new wishes for me on their wish wall. Or anyone new to talk to either, I suppose. Well, there is a new wall, and there is a you. Sister, you seen him out there? Our new champion, that golden knight stalking the citadel's crumbling halls. Tall, righteous bug, not much for conversing. Still, I'd be long dead if not for their appearance. And I ain't the only one. Others have spoken of the knight's timely deeds and rare bravery. We're desperate for any protection we can get, and that gleaming champion's been offering their aid almost as much as you yourself. Is that the second sentinel? Pain, anguish, and misery, the tormented one. In the darkest shadows, all is made clear. Farloom draws its final breath, and we few remaining must bear its dying pain. Come to the Citadel's stage, and let us suffer together. Okay. You know what? I might as well buy that off you. It's definitely not going to give me as much money for it, but I'm interested what it becomes. Sherma? And you've got the exact same thing to say. Okay, Sherma. You rest well. Now then, this last request. Return to the Citadel's stage beside the Whispering Vaults. In other words, where we fought that jester guy. Doesn't feel like too much of an ask. Has that picture changed? Has the stage changed? This guy's gonna attack me again. Well, you know what? I wished he wasn't dead, and now he is, and, well, now he's going to be. You! Might or mourner! Fell-fated chosen left till the last! Relent! Submit! The fatal blow was struck! Fair Farloom wails at its end! We woe-befallen few remained! Let us join here at last, and show our fires fierce. Together to share our kingdom's pain, feel it scorch our shells, and know its clear suffering, its sorrow. Okay. Hello. Tormented Trombolo. Okay, I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit. Probably want the long claw for him, I think. He feels like the type that's going to be quite hard to attack at times. Alright, Trombolo. I'll give you your flashy entrance. Ooh, nice fireworks. No, I didn't see that. And you stuck me in a corner. Nothing I could do there. Not gonna lie, Trombolo. I'm an idiot. But I like you. I like you. Although I will probably equip the Weave Light. So that I can actually, you know, parry you. 'Cause I give you credit. You're a decent boss. I like your character. Honestly, you're a good upgrade from your previous version. You know what, Timothy's? He wants a show, let me put on my best. And my best is you. Ow. That's a shame. Okay. Honestly, what I wish for is more shards. I think I need to go buy a bunch of these packs, you know? You know, I assume Bone Bottom completely got destroyed and devastated. But somehow I wish that I hope that fixer builder guy made it out alive. Did you just blow my trap away? Okay, that's bull, that hit me. Yeah, I think I need to jump more into the middle. You're very hard to get a moment to hit, aren't you? You know my favorite bit about you, Trombolo? You do mixed damage. Like, some hits do 2 damage, some hits do 1 damage. And that's what I genuinely like. And I feel isn't utilized enough. And they just make it so either bosses... Okay. That was a little annoying, you doing the exact same move out one after another. But you know what? Fair enough. We got to your second phase, which is more than we've done before. So we are improving with you, Mr. Trombolo. You're certainly giving up more of a fight than you did the first time, which is, as we should expect. Okay, what was I meant to do there, Mr. Trombolo? What was I meant to do there, Mr. Trombolo? You seem to have a very bad habit of locking me into positions. But you know what? You're still visually entertaining. But you're still very awkward to try and hit. And I do not know if the wisps are helping or making things worse for me. I definitely think I'll go with the long claw instead of the weave fire, because in the end I'm still not blocking anything, so... Namely, because the main thing I would block is his tornado, and he doesn't take damage from his... in that situation, so... And also the best way to start each one of these, though, is via... not failing my traps. I will admit, most of this is very much just poke damage. I am surprised you traveled that far then, Mr. Trombolo. I am not surprised I am stupid enough to run into you, though. Well played. I can have good moments where I can get a lot of hits on him, but then I have no moments for ages, which is what then causes my wisps to just... yeah. Which just causes me to lose all my silk because of the wisps. Oh, for God's sake, me. Wow, I am an idiot. Yeah, no, kill me. I'm good. I'm good. I accept when I've lost. I don't think I can really get him with that trap beyond the very first one. Why do those trigger each other? They're fucking nowhere near each other. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Get double trap triggers. Okay. I knew it. It's pretty obvious when he goes to the... What am I meant to do there? It's either die via... It's either die via tornado or die via explosion. There's no in-between there. That's literally a pick your poison situation. I admit, I enjoy you. You're better than a certain seamstress. Not seamstress, pinstress. But you're still a little wonky in how you trap me. But other than that, I think you're cool. Just because, as I say, you do mixed damage, and that is so rare in this game. You know, there is technically a tactic to running into him so that you don't get hit by a ball because of the, you know, mild invincibility frames just before one or the other. Okay, so that does actually damage me. You know, that's the first time we've technically had the chance to experiment and test it. Whether his starting explosion actually damaged him or not. Okay, that's bullshit. I accept death. Can I get the quick bind attached, please? I feel the quick bind is just either one of those things you have to have equipped permanently, or it shouldn't be in the game. Honestly. Because there are certain enemies which just... Do you know what? No, scratch that. There are certain enemies which you can fight which just don't justify it. Because they do leave big enough openings. This guy can be one. If I had one wish, though, it's that he wasn't invincible when doing the tornado. If he could take damage during the tornado, I don't think he would be so bad. But the fact he is actually immune to damage during the tornado is a bit annoying. But at least this guy's actually fun. Unlike a certain Pinstress. Because this guy actually fights like his character. Like an entertainer. The big volcano tornado that he becomes does 2 damage. The little volcanoes do 1. Oh yeah, I love having to concentrate on the balls, and then you decide, hey, let's just do a tornado in the middle of it. Those balls were just perfectly positioned that they were going to hit me no matter what, because my hitbox is too big. Thanks. I won't lie, Trombolo, you have moments of, fuck you, you're getting hit. But surprisingly, you're still relatively entertaining to fight. I don't know what determines when enemies get stunned. Is it how many times you can hit them in a set period of time, or is it just hits in general? That should not have hit me, or that. Okay, Trombolo, that was a little bullshit then. Hitting me with things that did not make contact with me, which I always have an issue with. Again, what? You start chasing me when you box me in with your little stupid things. I'm starting to question if they actually made this guy have a different moveset, or whether they just sped up his moveset, and that's how he's changed. They did not touch each other! Fuck off! Yay, I love being backed into a fucking corner. I love the screen being filled up with so many lights, you can't see anything that's happening. There's too much on the screen. That doesn't touch me! That doesn't touch me! I wasn't touching it! They weren't touching each other! I am fed up with these fucking traps breaking each other when they don't even make contact! Damn it. So if you're watching this and you're wondering why my stream was late yesterday, you now know the reason. Thank you. Why do I need that much space between them? Fuck off. Fuck off. I want to say now, no matter how much I sell him to fuck off and whatnot, I am still legitimately enjoying this fight. This is a... Other than that, that should not happen. All that. It would also help if Hornet could fucking face the right way, but I suppose beggars cannot be choosers. Okay, what was that? That was just covering the entire screen then. Hoorah! Goodbye, Trombolo! I was about to say, are you gonna do some dramatic death again? So be it, impotent louse! Deny our kingdom's agony, refuse its touch upon your fickle shell. Carve your hapless path, stalk and strike and fight, but know your foe is fate herself, and she has risen raging! I was about to say, was that it? Do I get anything for this? Dark mirror. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that's just enhanced the damage of binding or something then. I mean, I might as well give it a look-see. Hi, Jeffrey. Wow. Alright, I think that might be a much bigger explosion than it was before. Also, I love the little twist. Is the little twist part of this? Or is it part of the reserve bind? It's part of the mirrors. That's cool. I love little interactions like that. Well, let's head to Bellheart. Here we are in Bellheart. There's no new, whatchamacallits for us. Wishes. I'm not talking to you yet. Because we are going in here. And assembling whatever the hell this is. The Far Sight. Ooh. Fancy. I like it. Constructed the Far Sight. The state of the world can be sensed. Completion quantities will be displayed in the menus. Ooh. 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 That one's unexpected. But I like how I've got every yellow trinket. I'm missing 5 blues and 3 reds and a silk skill, no less. 84% completion. Could you tell me what I'm missing, rather than just how much of the completion I have got? Encountered... There's still 50 different enemies I haven't encountered? The Christ? Father of the Flame, totem and god, built and worshipped by the burning bugs. The remnants of an aged bugs were housed at the pyre's heart. The structure suggested they wished for immolation. If so, I have seen their wish granted. Jesus, there's a giant chunk here. Am I missing, like, an entire... Yeah, actually. I'm not meant to be going to, like, a familiar place. Is that still available? Tormented troll below. Depressed thespian, consumed by the melancholy of a collapsing world. This one chose to embrace the doom to come. I shall not spare such an easy surrender. I mean, fair enough. So the map's not going to tell me anything I'm missing, is it? No, it doesn't look it. Well, at least we know how much of the stuff we're missing, even if we have no idea where the hell it is. Well, everyone, I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and if you have, be sure to leave a like, as well as a comment letting me know about things you like, as well as things I've missed, and things I can do. Especially now that I got that Silksong. I can go back to Mount Fae. As well as the place with the... As well as see that thing above the fleas as well. There's a couple of places I immediately know where I can go. That's good. And if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. We produce new content all the time. Well, everyone, I'm afraid that until the next time that I see you, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.